Today the plan is simple. Simulate one season 32 times to figure out how many MVPs each starting quarterback in the NFL will win. There have been 65 total MVPs and 44 of them have been quarterbacks. So there's a good chance that all 32 MVPs in this video are going to end up being quarterbacks. Now we do have the updated Madden 21 rosters, man. So you have guys like Tom Brady on the Buccaneers. You got Jameis on the Saints. He won't be participating. You know, they still got Breeze. You got Cam on the Patriots, of course. Rivers on the Colts. And the new guys like Joe Burrow on the Bengals. Tua on the Dolphins. Herbert on the Chargers. Now I'm going to make sure we see every single quarterback in action at least once. But before we get started, I'm going to ask you guys to hit that subscribe button. Recently, there has been about 80% of you that are watching the videos but not hitting that subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds, and you might as well if you like videos like this and you want to see more. This video is sponsored by Frag Pro Shooter, the best shooter game of 2020. It is specifically designed for mobile devices with more than 50 million players. The rules are simple. Destroy the enemy bunkers as quickly as possible. Once the 2 bunkers are destroyed, you will be able to access the tower and destroy it to win. How do you do it? Well, you collect characters. There's more than 80 of them to collect, so you'll never get bored. They all come with a unique gameplay with a specific role and power. And then you choose your favorite characters to build your team of 5 with your own strategy of attack and defense. And then during the game, you control one character and the other 4 are controlled by the bot. You can switch whenever you want. You also have the option to use first-person view or third-person view, so whichever one floats your boat. Now there's a new game mode called Street Frag. In the Street Frag game mode, you and your opponent only have one target each, so there's only one bunker to take down. You play in a smaller map and the game is quicker. Now you can also get some free rewards by clicking the link in the description. Even for those who have already installed Frag before, you can get a golden chest, 500 coins, and 50 diamonds worth $6. All by clicking the link in the description. So what are you waiting for? Download Frag today. We're gonna begin with the Bills and the Chargers. Why not? This has to be the earliest bye week I've ever seen. Like, what is that? The Chargers might be the trickiest team out of all of them because they could start Tyrod. You don't know. They could start Justin Herbert.
Look at this dude.
All I know is they better not start that wide receiver. Man dropping the easiest passes in the world, not helping his quarterback's case for MVP, but Keenan almost helped him right there. Instead, Micah makes an amazing play. I don't see this one going too well for Herbert. I'll be honest. I mean, it's the Bills defense. They're one of the best in the NFL. Finally, someone catches the ball. Eckler gets him a few yards, but they're going to have to punt the ball. Josh Allen, I know he's going to win MVP at least once, unless I just horribly jinxed him. But in every simulation video I've done, he always wins MVP. It's really not a matter of if, it's a matter of how many. As Singletary just bounces off Derwin, and it's not really that far-fetched. If the Bills put together a really nice record, Allen, keeps the turnovers down and throws dots like that, anything can happen. Third down, over the middle, they're gonna be stopped short. And both teams start off with 0 points on their first drive. So Josh Allen and the Bills start 1-0. Didn't throw any interceptions. That's not bad. Same with Herbert. Rushing-wise, Allen had 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's off to an amazing start in this simulation. All right, let's simulate to the end. See who ends up winning the first MVP. That boy Baker taking home the first one of the video. Man, let's go check his stats. We got to do that for every MVP. I can see why. Holy mother of God. 46 touchdowns to only 7 interceptions. I'd say that one was well deserved. Moving on to simulation number 2. Alternate which simulations we use gameplay in. Can he do it again? Can he go back to back? No, nigga. Trubisky says hell no. He's the second quarterback. I really hope this is the last time we see an MVP with a sub 500 record. Pretty decent season, 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. He did really well in the rushing game too. 371 yards, 3 touchdowns, not a bad season. Why not take a look at Tua Tagovailoa and Derek Carr from the Las Vegas Raiders. The last Raider to win the MVP award was Rich Gannon back in 2002. The Raiders used to be nasty. The early 2000 Raiders, they were no joke, man. If the Tuck rule doesn't happen, who knows what their legacy looking like. And if Derek Carr's not careful, hey, he might not even be the starting QB, let alone the MVP. Mariota's right behind him. That's all I'm saying, man. Hey, keep throwing dots like that. He'll be okay. 3rd and 19. Play action. Over the middle. Nice catch. Not gonna get the first down, though. If Madden was realistic, there would probably be no way Tua would have a chance to win MVP. Hey, actually, you know what? No, he making me eat my words. Let me look it up. Has a rookie ever won MVP in the NFL? Jim Brown did it in 57. That's about it. So yeah, it's pretty rare. But he has a nice drive going. Let's see what Tua can do on his 3rd down and 7. Another dot, but Devontae goes backwards. I don't know what he was doing right there. They're actually going to settle for the 3. So at least they got points on this drive.
Are you sure about that?
Wow, okay, the Dolphins went a little bit crazy. Tua had 6 touchdowns and no interceptions. It's like this man heard me say that it's impossible for a rookie to win MVP, and then he decided to turn up. Let's just say now off to the best start. 3rd MVP of the video goes to Patrick Mahomes. You knew it was just a matter of time. Kind of a lackluster season by his standards, if we're being honest. 38 touchdowns to 9 interceptions, 4,300 passing yards. In the rushing game, he had 4 touchdowns, 286 yards, average 5 yards per carry. Not half bad. All right, moving on to simulation number 4. Cam Newton takes this one home. So that's 4 simulations, 4 different winners. I'm loving the parody so far. At first glance, his passing stats don't look too incredible. I mean, 35 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Does have a lot of passing yards, but I know he went crazy in the rushing game. All right, not as crazy as I would have expected. All right, so he led the league in passing yards. I mean, when you do that, you're probably going to win MVP. And there was no quarterback with 40 or more touchdowns. Okay, I understand why Cam won the MVP. All right, let's take a look at Sam Darnold and the Jets, along with Jimmy G and the Niners. You already know how stacked the Niners are. Just went to the Super Bowl. Jimmy G, if he's going to win MVP, it's going to be because of 85. All right, maybe not all the credit is going to go to Kittle, but a lot of it should. Like, he going to need him to eat if he has any chance. But right now, he's slinging the rock. He's spreading the ball around. Now, the question is, will they cap it off with a QB sneak, or will it be one of the running backs? Let's see. Oh, the play action. Probably should have ran the ball. Before we switch over to the Jets, man, can we talk about how the Niners signed Jordan Reed? That's one of the low-key best spots he could have gone, man. That's so high reward, low risk. Because even if he doesn't do anything, you have George Kittle. Anyways, the Jets had the ball now, so the spotlight's on them. Sam Darnold losing, Jamal Adams. Well, I know he plays a different side of the football, but it can't be good for the morale. All right, maybe it could. You know, it could work to their advantage. They have nothing to lose now. The Jets lost their best player. They're playing with house money. Darnold on the screen on 3rd down. Le'Veon can't break the tackle. Let's see if they make their field goal. You know, remember, it's not a guarantee.
Ooh, wait till you see them.
It got blocked. Niners take this one, so Jimmy G starting off 1-0. Stats are pretty identical between the 2 quarterbacks, except Darnold added a touchdown on the ground. Our first 2-time MVP winner. Who else is in shock that it is Patrick Mahomes? Now, the only question is, was his stats better than last time? I think the answer is yes. At least in terms of touchdowns, man, more touchdowns, less interceptions, less passing yards, if I'm not mistaken. And he added 2 touchdowns on the ground. Okay, still MVP type season. All right, we're on to simulation number 6. Deshaun Watson finally gets his MVP. You knew it was gonna happen eventually. 32 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, less than 4,000 passing yards. 8 touchdowns on the ground. He had more rushing yards than the starting running back. More touchdowns than the other one. I'd say that's a pretty good MVP season. All right, simulation number 7. Let's take a look at Lamar Jackson and Ben Roethlisberger. Ben is a sleeper. I know he's coming off an injury, but he has a lot of talent around him. I low-key like their wide receiver core. I think is very underrated. They have Ebron and Vance to make him dance at tight end. They have an extremely talented defense, so I feel like they'll be able to force turnovers, get Ben a lot more opportunities. If this man can stay healthy, Juju takes the next step, who knows? Sucks that Ben can't get a touchdown on the opening drive, but hey, Ravens defense is no joke. We know he's gonna win MVP, but is he gonna win the most MVPs in the video? I don't know. For some reason, he doesn't win that many in Madden 20. I really don't know why. Maybe it's because his O-line keeps going off sides. That puts them in a terrible situation. 3rd and 18. Nice pass. Not going to get the first down, though. Lamar starts off 0-1 on the season. Big Ben and company take this one. And Big Ben had the better game. That's crazy. Russell Wilson gets MVP this time. First one of the video. 37 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Really good ratio, man. 3,700 yards. Not amazing. I doubt he led the league, but 9 touchdowns on the ground. That's the most we've seen so far. Wilson's now the 2nd quarterback to have multiple MVPs in this video. All right, 38 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 4,000 passing yards, 6 touchdowns on the ground. He's an absolute machine. All right, let's move on to simulation number 9. We get to see Joe Burrow and Carson Wentz. You already know what Carson could do. This man was on pace to win MVP a few years ago, and as bad as his wide receiver core was last year, I think it's looking pretty good. Actually, you know, Goodwin made the catch there, but he's not going to play this season. It is what it is. All right, we're not factoring COVID-19 into this, video. But hey, Goodwin is fast as hell. If he did play, it'd be a nice addition. However, he still has D-Jack, still has Rieger, Miles Sanders, who's one of the best receiving backs. I'm speaking it into existence. Even if you don't think he is yet, he will be. In my opinion, the best tight end tandem in the NFL. It was getting closer. There are a lot of teams with 2 good tight ends now. 3rd down and goal. Touchdown. Wentz to D-Jacks. 5 wide on the first play. That is a lot of confidence in a rookie quarterback. Burrow has a ton of talent around him as well. AJ Green, Tyler Boyd, Joe Mixon. Now, he may not win MVP in his rookie season in real life, but hey, he could take them to the playoffs. I'm just saying. Okay, you know what? I jinxed him. High scoring game, the Eagles come out on top. Carson had a better game, 4 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions. Burrow got to cut down on the interceptions. However, you know, he added the touchdown on the ground. And in the night simulation, Cam Newton gets his first MVP. All right, really good stats. 39 touchdowns, only 12 interceptions, 4,500 passing yards. Only 2 rushing touchdowns, kind of surprising. We have finally reached double digits. We're on to simulation number 10. Cam wins another MVP. He's the first quarterback to get to 3 MVPs in the video. And he did it on an 8-18, 43 touchdowns to 8 interceptions, insane completion percentage, also really good yardage, 4,500. He added the touchdown on the ground, one of the best seasons we've seen so far. We got Rivers versus Ryan Tannehill this time. Bro, do not sleep on the Titans. I mean, if you do, something wrong with you, because they're literally 1 game away from the Super Bowl last season, so it's clear they have a lot of talent. For anyone that does simulations in franchise mode in Madden, you know the Humphreys for some reasons always near the top at the end of the year. Nice catch right there. Yeah, they low-key have a nice wide receiver core. Corey Davis, AJ Brown, one of the best young wide receivers in the NFL, and of course the guy I just mentioned. Here he goes, 3rd and inches. Can he keep the chains moving again? Yes, sir. They've been converting 3rd downs all possession. This time they cannot. Rivers dropping back. First pass is a dot to T.Y. He broke some ankles, but wait, there's a flag. Tackling some extra yardage. Oh, whoa. If Rivers is going to win MVP, he needs that guy to be healthy. T.Y. Hilton. Let's see if he goes to him again. 3rd down and 7. Where are you juking to, buddy? You ready for this tongue twister? Tanny and the Tennessee Titans take home the W in this one. I'd say it was a pretty good game. This is about what you expect from Tannehill, you know. No turnovers, very conservative. Rivers, on the other hand, he's more of a gunslinger. So 3 interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Got to come back on the turnovers. It took 11 simulations for the actual MVP in real life for the season to win MVP in this simulation video. Lamar kept the turnovers down, however, 32 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions, 4,500 yards, great pass completion percentage, 7 touchdowns on the ground. All right, simulation number 12. And Trubisky gets his 2nd MVP on a 7-19. His stats had to be nasty, right? Like, that's the only explanation. Okay, no, hey, 40 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. That's a pretty good season. He was cooking. 2 touchdowns on the ground, man. I can't take anything away from him. All right, let's take a look at Minshew versus Cousins. He lost to Stephon Diggs, so now it's Thielen and Justin Jefferson. The tight end felt like getting in on the action. Irv Smith Jr. He's not even listed as a starter. So, you know, back when I was talking about tight end duos, Vikings got to be up there. And we already know what Thielen can do, man. What a drive. DJ Chark Jr. is incredible. D.D. Westbrook, I think when healthy, could be a good asset. You know, Chris Conley. But even if you don't think so, you got to admit Tyler Eifert, when healthy, one of the best tight ends in the league. Laviska Shenault Jr. I think he's going to be a stud. The man that caught that pass, Chris Thompson, one of the better receiving running backs in the league. And of course, Leonard Fournette doing what he does on the ground. Bunch to the left. Minshew dropping all the way back, going over the middle. Minshew with the dot to cap off the drive, man. Both teams, both quarterbacks starting off really nicely. But it's Kirk and the Vikings that come out on top. Neither quarterback threw an interception. Kirk got the edge, though, in terms of touchdown. Not too surprising, Deshaun Watson joins the group of QBs with multiple MVPs in this video. If Zeke gets an MVP before your starting quarterback, I don't know what to tell you. 35 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 4,400 yards, 7 rushing touchdowns. Another extremely good season. Simulation 14. Patrick Mahomes gets his 3rd MVP in simulation number 14. He's the second quarterback to do so. 41 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That has to be the best interception touchdown ratio we've seen so far. Also added 2 touchdowns on the ground. Just a flawless season. Drew Lock and the 0-1 Broncos versus Bridgewater and the 0-1 Panthers. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think it's gonna be possible for Bridgewater to win MVP. I mean, you saw that first formation they came out with. I know it was only one play, but that's pretty much what they want to do. They want to just keep giving this man the ball. But if I'm them, that's exactly what I do. So I just don't see Bridgewater putting up enough stats to get him any MVPs in this video. But hey, let's see if they can get the first down. No, sir. A lot of you guys educated me on Drew Lock. Okay, I didn't know he was this promising. Now, I don't know if he'll win MVP though. That's the only thing. He's a little young, but I really like the skill position players they have. Melvin Gordon along with Lindsey in the backfield, and Royce Freeman might be the best trio of running backs in the NFL. Jerry freaking Judy, they're pairing him with Cortland Sutton. Also have the speedster Noah Fant, but that's an interception from Dante Jackson. Not the way you want to start off the game. That touchdown ended up being the difference. The Panthers come out on top. Luckily, that was the only interception Drew Lock threw. Bridgewater, 1 touchdown, 0 interception. Just a game manager type of game. That boy Baker wins his 2nd MVP. It's starting to look like not every quarterback is going to win MVP. 48 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. That has to be the most touchdowns we've seen through the air in this video. Baker, what in the world, bro? He also added 2 on the ground, so that's a solid 50. We have reached the halfway point, simulation number 16. And for the first time, Phillip Rivers wins MVP. His team went 12-4. Once again, Rodgers is just stuck at number 2. I'm seeing some names that have not won it yet. It's just a matter of time. 52 touchdowns to 10 interceptions. The way this is going, we about to see someone throw for 55. Okay, it just keeps going up every simulation. He also added 1 on the ground, so that's 53 total touchdowns. Insane season. Might be the best one we've seen so far. Why not look at the NFC East? All right, Dak and Daniel Jones. You guys should already know what's going to happen in the future. Like, I want to see how many simulations it's going to take for every start quarterback to win MVP. And if Daniel Jones keeps playing like this, it might be even longer than the amount of times it takes for every team to win a Super Bowl. All right, Dak, let's see what you got, man. Hand it off to Zeke. Yep, that's what I expected. A lot of Zeke. Dak probably like top 10. But hey, everyone's different. That's just my opinion once again. But the fact of the matter is wide receivers just dropped the ball. They're going to have to punt. Very low scoring game. Cowboys come out on top. No touchdowns from either quarterback. Gonna be tough to win MVP with games like this.
Another one.
For Lamar Jackson, make that the 2nd of the video. 39 touchdowns. Okay, so they cooled off a little bit. You know, they were in the 50s for a couple simulations in a row. 7 interceptions, 4,000 passing yards. He must have went crazy on the ground. 4 touchdowns. Okay. The first quarterback to reach 4 MVPs. Cam freaking Newton. 40 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. A very nice completion percentage. 4,400 yards. 7 touchdowns on the ground. Holy crap. Simulation 19, let's take a look at Dwayne Haskins and Jared Goff. I don't think it's that far-fetched for Jared Goff to win it. I know his rating's not the highest in Madden, but in real life, in the right scenario, I could see it happening. Run game might not be as potent as it has been in the past, but Cooper Kupp gonna have a bigger role. And we all know what Cooper Kupp is capable of. I mean, just look at that man go. Bold prediction. By the end of the next football season, Cooper Kupp will be widely regarded as a top 10 wide receiver. You heard it here first. I think Higbee and Everett, that's a very underrated tight end duo. So, I mean, still a lot of talent on this squadron, man. There's Higbee. Can't get the first down, and the Rams are going to have to punt. I don't know what's going on with Washington right now. They literally don't even have a name. You know, they just cut Darius Geis. You know, he was arrested. It's just all sorts of messed up out there. I do think Gandy Golden could be a sleeper. He could definitely surprise some people. We all know about Scary Terry. One of the few bright spots on this offense, man. Adrian All-Day Peterson turning back the time. But still, I just don't think that's going to be enough for him to get MVP. I just don't see it happening. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, keep making plays like that. Who knows? Kind of surprised Goff didn't really throw a touchdown. I mean, he has a lot of talent. Like I said before, Haskins outplayed him though. Lamar gets his 3rd MVP. He's the 3rd quarterback to make that happen in this video. 38 touchdowns, 10 interceptions for Lamar. He added 5 on the ground for a grand total of 43. All right, so our 20th simulation. Let's see who ends up winning the MVP in this one. Deshaun Watson getting his 3rd of the video. 40 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Incredible ratio. He also added 3 rushing touchdowns. Simulation 21, we get to see Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. 2 guys that somehow still don't have MVPs. You all know about the Buccaneers. They just got shady. They already have Mike Evans, Godwin, Gronk, Howard still on the team. Remember back when I was talking about duos and trios? This might be the best tight end trio in the NFL. Not even Mike. It has to be Cameron Brate or Howard. One of those are your third best tight end. My man's already in the zone. 2nd and 10. They're moving the ball. Great protection over the middle. That's another nice pass. Evans gets them inside the 11. Handoff. Okay. Was not expecting that. I could have swore this drive was going to end with a Brady tutty. Now, Rodgers, on the other hand, I've seen him at number 2 multiple times. If he doesn't get MVP, it's just bad luck. That's all you got to chalk it up to. Devontae's a beast, but besides him, I don't know, man. Aaron Jones, however, okay, maybe that's why he's not getting MVP. Aaron Jones is going crazy. God damn, what a high-scoring game this was. This is what I like to see. This is why I can't wait for the season. Seeing two greats go at it like this, man, it's just an incredible sight. Cam gets number 5 of the video. Let's see where they ended up. Rodgers was number 6. Brady was number 9. Like, they're getting in the top 10, so it's not far-fetched to see them at 1 very soon. 43 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. That's a lot of interceptions to an MVP with. Let's see what he did in the running game. 4 touchdowns on the ground for a grand total of 47.
Watson wins another one.
30 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Not amazing passing stats, if I'm being honest. But the rushing stats make up for it, man. 6 on the ground, 5 yards per carry on 99 attempts. That's a lot of carries for a quarterback. Simulation 23. Let's take a look at Stafford and Breeze. I do think Breeze could still do it. I've seen him in the top 10 so many times. The talent on his team is unbelievable. You know they're guaranteed a good season. It's just a matter of, can he have the best stats just for one season? I think that's possible. 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Breeze just dumping it all. 3rd down. Breeze over the middle, almost throws an interception. They don't have to settle for the 3. I would love to see Stafford win it, bro. He just gets so much hate. Way too much for my liking. Sometimes the little things, like right there, throwing the ball away. When he saw Cameron Jordan breathing down his neck, that's 2 plays in a row. Cameron Jordan almost had a sack. Let's hope for his sake it's not 3 plays in a row, because 3rd time is usually the charm. 3rd down and 4. Top of the screen, Amendola gets the 1st down. Carry on 3rd down, cannot get the 1st down. And the Lions are going to start off with a punt. They must have continued punting on a lot of possessions. This has to be the most lopsided matchup we've seen so far. Breeze is well on his way to an MVP if he keeps playing like this. Cam Newton takes home another one. 47 touchdowns through the air, 4,800 passing yards, only 13 interceptions. When you're doing that and also running the ball pretty well, I mean, it's almost a guarantee. Simulation 24, the top 5 in MVP voting had the same record, but it went to Cam Newton again, his 7th MVP of the video. 40 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, 4,400 passing yards. On the ground, he added 5, so that's 45 total touchdowns. I kind of want to see what Russell Wilson did. 5 rushing touchdowns on the ground, 38 touchdowns through the air, along with 11 interceptions. A lot less passing yards, so I understand that why he was number 2. Mahomes, 39 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, less passing yards, and less touchdowns on the ground. So it makes sense. Like, Cam is earning these MVPs. Mahomes already has multiple MVPs, but we haven't seen him in action yet. Let's see him take on Matty Ice. It's always baffling to see quarterbacks that already have an MVP in real life not get one in this simulation video, but I mean, Matt Ryan's was a while ago. It was about 4 years, but still I would have expected to see him at number 1 in MVP voting at least once out of 32 simulations, man. Here we go. 3rd down to 14. Maybe that's why he might be playing a little too conservative. Oh my goodness, his special teams might be letting him down as well. Amazing field position for the Chiefs. We all know Mahomes about to score a touchdown. It's just a matter of how he'll do it, man. He's going to run for it. No, he's going to pass for it. Touchdown to Kelsey. But ATL bounced back quite nicely. 38-20. Matt Ryan somehow only threw 1 touchdown. Out of the 38 points that they scored, Mahomes had 2 touchdowns. But it was the run game of the Falcons doing most of the work. That doesn't bode well for Matt Ryan's MVP chances. One of the quarterbacks that we just saw ends up winning the MVP, but it's not the one in the NFC. It's Patrick Mahomes taking home MVP number 4. Josh Allen still doesn't have one. He ends up number 2. Same Rodgers, he doesn't have one. He's number 3. Murray, who we're about to see, ends up number 4. It's getting down to the wire, man, and I feel like a lot of these quarterbacks notice they're up in their game. Mahomes ends up with almost 4,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions. He also added 2 on the ground. Pretty standard MVP season. We finally have a new MVP winner. Breezes takes home his first MVP of the video. If it takes someone like Breeze's 26 attempts, I can only imagine how long it's going to take some of these other guys, man. Look at these numbers. He had to be otherworldly to get a chance at the MVP, man. 42 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He added 2 on the ground, which is like 20 for someone like Breeze. Kyler Murray taking on the MVP leader, Cam Newton. The formula to getting MVPs begins right here. This seems like top secret. All right, it's not that serious, but still, I'm curious what he does. Okay, 3rd down and 9. Is this the MVP? Nah, I'm only kidding, man. I love Cam. I think it would be a big fuck you to the entire NFL if he ends up winning MVP in real life. I think it's possible too. Under Belichick, you never know what can happen. Kyler taking off. We finally get to see a quarterback that likes to scramble. Big 3rd and 5 though. Can they keep him moving against this defense? I think the defense of the Patriots is a pretty big reason why Cam has all them MVPs. There is a flag. I think that was a face mask on a sack. Hey, if Max Williams can step up and keep making catches like that to go along with their already incredible wide receiver core and Kyler being able to scramble like this, he's down in the red zone. Absolutely unbelievable, bro. I cannot wait to see this team in action. I don't know if there's going to be a season, unfortunately, but as soon as there is, I'm watching all their games. Kyler and the Cardinals edge out Cam and the Patriots, and he has a better game. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. He just has to keep that pace up. Unfortunately, he did not keep up the pace. Lamar takes home another MVP. I feel so bad for Josh Allen, man. How many times is this man going to be number 2? 4,100 yards, 38 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions. That completion percentage is ridiculous. I don't know if you've seen a higher one than that, man. Only 1 touchdown on the ground, though. Simulation 28. Let's go ahead and check it out. It finally happened. Josh Allen, after getting second like 15 times, finally gets his MVP. So happy for him, man. He had to go crazy. 43 touchdowns, 10 interceptions, great completion percentage, 4,300 yards, and we already know he went crazy on the ground. 79 carries, 4.4 yards per carry with 5 touchdowns. Second to last matchup of the video. Let's check out Baker and Deshaun. Oh God. All right, not to start. Baker and this offense wanted. All right, let's see what Watson has in store for us. Yo, that tight end is ginormous. In case you didn't know, that was Darren Fells, the 6'7" behemoth of a man, taller than like practically the entire offensive line. Watson going to go to Fells on 2nd down. Would you rather have to tackle Darren Fells or never have your quarterback win MVP in your entire lifetime? I don't know, man. I think I trade getting a couple bones broken for Carson to win MVP. I think that's a nice trade-off, a nice unselfish trade-off. Beautiful juke right there. 3rd and 11, Watson slinging that thing over the middle. Who else but Mr. Fells? Oh, it was incomplete. Never mind. I'd say Watson thoroughly outplayed Baker. Oh, however, Baker did add a touchdown on the ground, and he ended up with the W. My homeboy with the craziest record that I've seen in this video. 41 touchdowns, only 7 interceptions. One of the better ratios we've seen. He also added 2 on the ground. All right, simulation number 30. We have Baker winning his 3rd MVP. Tannehill ends up in the top 5 on a 5-11 team. Rodgers on an 8-8 team gets number 7. 45 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, great completion percentage. Rushing wise, 3 touchdowns on the ground. Really good MVP season. Final matchup of the video. Wilson and the Seahawks versus Trubisky and the Bears. First drive for Wilson and company. Can they keep the chains moving? Top of the screen, almost intercepted. I've always wondered how Trubisky wins these MVPs. I don't think he's a terrible quarterback at all, but just curious how he wins MVP over guys like Rodgers, Brady. I mean, Carson doesn't even have one. Stafford. There's so many names that I would pick to get MVP before Trubisky, but yeah, apparently he's doing something right. 3rd and 10, Trubisky dropping back. Is he gonna take off? Oh, it looked like he was about to. Instead, he throws a dart to Allen Robinson. Ooh, this 3rd down, he almost throws an interception. The ups and downs of Trubisky, man. Let's see how this game ends up. Seahawks take this one, and Wilson had a dominant performance. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Trubisky not have bad. Josh Allen, 3 simulations ago, didn't even have an MVP. Now he has 2. 37 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, a whole lot of passing yards. 89 attempts with 4 touchdowns on the ground. Final simulation of the video. Let's see who ends up on top in this one, man. It's gonna be Trubisky. Such a fitting way to end the video. Might be one of the lowest touchdowns we've seen from an MVP in this video, man. He had good yardage, not a lot of interceptions. Oh, okay, yeah, I can see why. 95 carries, 4 yards per carry, added 2 touchdowns on the ground. All right, so the grand total of MVPs, you'll see it on the screen very shortly, or it's probably already there. Cam Newton led the way with 7 MVPs. Mahomes was second with 5. We had Lamar and Deshaun Watson both with 4 MVPs. Baker had 3 along with Trubisky. Trubisky, Russell Wilson, and Josh Allen had 2. And then Rivers and Drew Brees both had 1 MVP. So we didn't have any running backs with MVPs. And only 10 quarterbacks won MVPs out of 32 simulations. I think it will take forever for every single quarterback to win MVP, but we'll see what happens in a future video. In order for you to not miss out on that, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Drop a like if you enjoyed this and you can't wait to see more. Now go place your bets on Cam Newton to win MVP next season.